Plywood, plywood, plywood. I get the question so much. I wish the answer was easy. The problem with plywood is that it is pretty much regional. And I'm talking to people across the world in many different countries. I can't address what you get in other countries and even to some point other regions of the country. I can tell you what I use, what I get here in the Pacific Northwest. I can tell you the brand, I can tell you what it is, how much I like it, and I can even give you a link, and I'll do that in the description of this video down below. I'll give you a link to the website for the company that manufactures this plywood. You go there, ask them, do they have it at any of the lumber yards or retail locations or distribution centers in your area. The plywood that I am currently using is a white birch. Not a Baltic birch, not a Russian birch, it's a white birch. I don't know the difference, but it's called a white birch. It's made by Can USA, and it's a Primcore Plus. It is a lightweight plywood. If you go back to some previous videos that I did, I used to use Moreland Ultralight. I like the stuff. I built the whole Smart Woodshop trailer out of it. It was a great product. I miss it. It's no longer in business. I went to my local lumber yard, looked at different products, and so I wasn't even thinking about weight. And I got the 18 mil, and when I loaded it in my truck and brought it into the shop here, I just noticed that it felt really light. As it turns out, I can't remember the exact weight of the Moreland, but I think it's even lighter than the Moreland. It has a core that, and I forget what the core is, but the core is what makes it light. The white birch weighs what birch weighs, and those are just thin outer layers. So the core material they use makes it lighter. I've made, just look at all the videos recently, I have made the new Paulk Smart Station, the Paulk Smart Bench, the cradles, the cart, all of that stuff has been made from this plywood. I have cross-cut it, I have ripped it, I have routed it, I have drilled it, I have glued it, I have screwed it together. I've done a lot of testing and building things and gluing them up and tearing them apart. I even have videos about that. It glues up really well. I use the Parf guide to make those 20 millimeter holes on my 96 millimeter spacing, and I make it on one tool or one bench, and then on another months later, and when I put them together, they fit perfectly. The holes stay 20 millimeters. The precision, I'm not getting, at least in my region, I'm not getting any variance at all. So I make my router table with the Parf guide holes, and I put it on my bench, and the holes fit, and the bench dogs drop right in. The Smart Connects connect right through. I am getting absolute perfection in that level of precision with things not moving around. The reason for the weighing today is I am down to my last sheet of 18 mil, and I want to compare it to the 12 mil. If you go back in that one video when I was first learning about this stuff and weighing it and trying to figure it out before I even knew the brand, I noticed that the 12 mil was, in that first load, I got some 18 and some 12 from the same lumber company, and it was sold to me as white birch. I thought it was the same company, but when I weighed it, the 12 mil weighed quite a bit more than the 18 mil, which was a good thing because I ended up converting all of my workbenches to 18 mil, and I am so glad I did that. Had I started with this lightweight 12 mil, I might have stuck with my 12 mil build outs on the benches. So there's been a lot of advantages to going to 18 mil. So I'm glad that mistake happened. But as I found out more and I talked to Can USA, the people who manufacture it, emails and got on the phone. I wanted to find out more so I could tell you about it. I wanted to find out where you could get it, that kind of thing. I discovered in that conversation that the 1/2 inch material, they had me, while I was on the phone, I had to look for some serial numbers, some markings on the edge, and I found them, and it turns out that wasn't their product. So the company I was with had different vendors for the 2 different thicknesses. So anyway, I ended up getting a few sheets of the 12 mil, and it is definitely lighter than the 18 mil. Let's weigh it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp the scale to each one and then just lift them up and I'll turn on the point of view camera, and hopefully I'll be able to catch it, you can see it, but I'll look at it and say it verbally as well. Now I have to offset for the clamp, and this clamp weighs 1.1 pounds. 37.3, and we did take a pound away, 36. Let's just round it off and say 36 and a half. 47 minus the pound, so 46. Again, you can go on their website and look at their specs. They'll probably have a more scientific way of measuring it. I hope that answers all of your questions. This is all I know about the plywood that I'm using. It mills up great, it cuts great, it glues great, it drills great. It's very stable, excellent for the MFT hole system. Everything about it I like, and of course the weight is fantastic, and it's available to me. When I move from the Pacific Northwest, this may not be available where I moved to, and I might be on the hunt again. So figuring out where it is, if you can get it, if it's in your region, is between you and the company. Link in the description of the video down below. I can't say that enough. Go there, because I'm not an intermediary. I don't have any sway with them. I can't make it come to your area. Just find out if it's available. If not, go on the hunt yourself for your region. Try to find something. I found this quite by accident. It was what I had available, and I really lucked out. If you have a good plywood in your region and this is not available, then maybe in the comments down below you can post what you're using, maybe the weights, what you like about it, that you're finding it's good for the benches, and that will be helpful to all the other viewers, the ones that are in your area as well. So we can be a wealth of knowledge here. I've shared what I can for my region, what I'm using, but again, I want to emphasize it's not going to be available in every region in every country. So hopefully we can find a solution that works for everybody. If you enjoy these videos, if you've learned anything, if you'd like to see me make more, you know what to do. Subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know when I put up a new video. And if you get a chance, take 1/100th of a millisecond and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for stopping into the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.